What if one day you found a compass that never points north? From this story, you'll learn something truly meaningful. So make sure to watch it till the end. I'm sure you'll enjoy it too. In a quiet town surrounded by forests and fog lived a young man named Ethan. Ethan was known for his pride. He never cared about people's feelings, not his friends, not his family, not even the ones who loved him the most. One rainy evening, while walking home from work, he found something lying on the ground, a small old compass covered in dirt and rust. Curious, he picked it up, but something was strange. No matter where he turned, the compass never pointed north. Instead, the needle moved restlessly until it stopped, pointing straight toward a narrow path deep inside the forest. Confused but curious, Ethan followed the direction. After walking for a few minutes, he saw a small house. When he looked closer, he froze. Ethan stood in front of the old cabin, broken windows, walls covered in moss, silence heavier than the storm around him. He didn't know why the compass led him here. He opened the rusty gate and stepped inside. The air smelled of dust and regret. On a cracked table, he saw a torn photograph. Himself and his childhood friend, Aaron. Ethan's heart froze. This was the same friend whose life he'd destroyed with one cruel rumor years ago. He whispered, "Why here? Why now?" He looked down. The compass was glowing, faintly pulsing like a heartbeat. Then suddenly, it spun violently and the glass cracked slightly. Ethan dropped it in fear. He didn't understand it yet, but the compass had just started its punishment. That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. He kept hearing whispers, not from outside, but inside his head. Soft voices saying names he recognized.
Aaron, Lily, Mom. Aaron, Lily, Mom. Aaron.
Each name echoing like a memory he'd tried to bury. When he looked at the compass on his table, it was glowing again, and the needle kept pointing toward the door. He ignored it, but the moment he did, every light in his house flickered and went out. His reflection in the mirror moved on its own, still staring at him when he turned away. Panicked, Ethan grabbed the compass. The whispering stopped. The lights came back. He fell to his knees, shaking. "What are you?" he shouted. But the compass stayed silent, still glowing, still waiting. The next morning, Ethan woke up with a headache and the compass lying beside him. It was glowing again. This time the needle pointed east, toward the town. He followed it, angry and confused. "What do you want from me?" he shouted. But the compass, as always, stayed silent. Hours later, he found himself standing outside a hospital. A strange feeling crawled up his spine. He didn't know anyone here. Or so he thought. Inside, a nurse told him an old man had been waiting for someone named Ethan. He entered the room and saw his old teacher, Mr. Grayson, frail, sick, and barely breathing. The same teacher he had humiliated in front of the class years ago. Mr. Grayson smiled weakly. "You came." Ethan stood frozen, speechless. Before he could speak, the compass in his pocket stopped glowing for a moment, then faintly lit again. He didn't realize it yet, but the compass had just forgiven one of his sins. Every night after that, the compass glowed. Every morning it led him somewhere new. An abandoned house, a graveyard, a lonely cafe by the highway. Everywhere he went, someone seemed to know him, or rather, someone from his past. But Ethan didn't remember all of them. He thought it was coincidence, until the dream started. Each night he saw faces, angry, crying, disappointed, faces he once knew. And every time he woke up, the compass glowed brighter, as if feeding on his guilt. Days turned into weeks. Ethan's reflection in the mirror began to change. His eyes looked tired, older, haunted. He screamed at the compass, "What do you want from me?
What do you want from me?" Ah!
The moment it hit, the world around him blurred. Suddenly, he was standing in a graveyard again, the same one from his dreams. He followed the compass one last time and stopped in front of a gravestone. It read, Aaron Williams. His heart broke. Tears fell silently as memories rushed back.
"I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
The compass flashed twice, then dimmed. That night, Ethan sat alone, staring at the compass. It wasn't glowing anymore, just still, quiet. He thought it was over. But as he looked closer, he noticed something strange. Tiny symbols were now visible under the cracked glass. Names: Aaron, Mr. Grayson, Lily, Mom, all the people it had led him to. His breath caught. Every single place, every single person. They were all the ones he had hurt. He finally understood. The compass wasn't cursed. It was guiding him back through his own sins. Every glow, every storm, every whisper wasn't punishment. It was a chance to be human again. The next morning, Ethan stepped outside. The world was calm. He looked down. The compass needle was still and finally pointing north. He smiled, whispering, "So that's what you wanted all along." As he walked away, the compass slowly turned to dust in his hand. Its purpose complete. Sometimes life doesn't punish us with storms or pain. It punishes us with truth, because truth hurts more than anything else. And yet, it's the only thing that can set us free. The compass didn't want to guide him north. It wanted to guide him right. And when his heart finally turned pure, it showed him the only direction that ever mattered: home.
Every story hides a lesson, and many more are coming. So make sure to like the video and subscribe to join the journey.